Portland Timbers draw the LA Galaxy at home, and of course, we have to start with it. It's a penalty every day of the week, but apparently not on Sunday, March 16th at Providence Park.
Yeah, the referee told our captain it was a penalty, but because Ari Lassiter had the shot, he played the player. So I have nothing to say. I don't want to get in trouble. I have a lot of respect for the referees, but he told our captain it was a penalty, and that's probably why we were really emotional. We're really angry, because this is not good enough on any level. I came in here after the Vancouver game. I took it. Two horrific decisions in that game, and I think today just tops off probably one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in the MLS.
If we're working under that assumption that because the advantage was played, they're not going to go back and give the penalty, that is such an unfair expectation on Timbers forward Ari Lassiter. In every sport, soccer, basketball, football, whatever, you're taught to play to the whistle. And when there is a ball within the 18 begging to be hit out, Ari Lassiter is not going to hesitate because he thinks his teammate got fouled. That is an unrealistic expectation. Let's talk about the first 90 minutes of the game, because I thought there was more positives than negatives. First off, Santiago Moreno. You see how big of a difference he is when he's in the game versus when he's not. Ball progression and chance creation was the story that Phil Neville was telling throughout the week at media, and Santiago Moreno was the author.
Now today what we saw a system that suited the players that we've got, and I was really pleased tactically with how the game went. I thought we dominated a lot of the ball in the first half. I thought there was some signs of some flow and rhythm coming to our play, and enjoyment. I wanted them to have fun.
MLS sometimes hands out hockey assists, which is the pass before the pass, which leads to the goal. Santiago Moreno definitely deserves it on the goal that the Portland Timbers scored. He rightfully read that David DaCosta had a one-on-one matchup, and there was a smart pass because it didn't let the LA Galaxy line get up the field, and it kept chaos within the box off the corner, which ultimately Felipe Mora scored for his first of 2025 and David DaCosta's first ever assist as a Portland Timber.
DaCosta again doesn't beat that near post man. Chala onto the second ball. How many times have we said that in his MLS career? DaCosta gets his cross in. It's in. Felipe Mora with a clinical finish.
I want to touch on one more bright spot and one more negative from this game. Bright spot, Finn Sermon. A month ago, he's probably fourth on the depth chart behind Kamal Miller, Dario Zubric, and Zach McGraw. I think with how he has played today and how he has played this season, he is now the number one.
I thought Finn Sermon was outstanding, and he's going to be an outstanding player for this football club. And I'm really proud and pleased with the way that him and Jim have played. Jim have played today against a really good player and played really well. We've got some outstanding young players.
It makes the Kamal Miller injury suck for a few reasons. The Timbers have struggled with continuity at center back for Phil Neville's entire tenure. I don't think that is the head coach's fault. There's a few reasons to that. But if Kamal Miller doesn't get hurt, the Timbers may hold on to win this game 1-0. And that is the partnership that almost definitely starts next week at Colorado. I'll have reporting throughout the week on Kamal Miller's status.
Kamal's in a bad way. Wasn't given a foul, so that's okay. It's standard for the referees in this league.
Let me get to the negative. I mentioned how Portland played a good 60 minutes. I think the final 30, the LA Galaxy were the better team and deserved to maybe level the game up. How they level the game up will keep Phil Neville up at night, along with the refereeing decision. That is now 3 times in 4 games, Portland has been undone. The red card versus Vancouver, the PK given up against Nashville SC, and now the goal given up to Christian Ramirez of the LA Galaxy, where a ball over the top has undone Portland.
I'm not happy with the second half performance at all. We took the lead. We should have gone on and really, I think, against a team that I thought was there probably to beat 2 or 3-0, and I thought we played with too much fear after that. It was almost like we scored when we retreated. We scored and we went into fear mode, and before the game I said to him I wanted to play with expression, with no fear, with enjoyment, and for a 20-minute period before the game you could smell something coming. And at the end of the day, they beat us with a straight ball over the top.
Considering how the Timbers played at Nashville this week and to respond how they did in the opening 45 minutes, I think today is a positive. It is going to be really interesting and important to see how this team responds to what they probably are pissed off about in a poor refereeing decision, which they ultimately could have won the game on. They have a really tough road game. Colorado is one of 6 teams, I believe, in MLS that is still undefeated, and there's a few guys on this roster that, sure, they can say they know about it, but when you have to go play in Colorado for the first time, or really the one time every year, and have to go at altitude, that's tough. Portland, a streak that I've been mentioning all week, which continues, is they haven't lost 2 games in a row dating back to May of 2024. Kudos to Phil Neville on a tough week of training. Besides just the refereeing decision, give me your thoughts on this game as a whole.